What's up, guys? Aaron here from the car store. Really, just wanted to take a couple minutes out of my evening, man, and hopefully enlighten some people hopefully answer some questions. I know you've been to several car dealerships before, and they always preach and preach and preach about helping to build your credit and all that, but they never really explain how that's done. And I just wanted to kind of explain what I've seen so far and how it works. A lot of people obviously have to start um, with purchasing their first car on their own, and they don't have a cosigner or anything like that, so they have to kind of bite the bullet. They have to have a higher interest rate, and that literally is just in my opinion, it's a test of the bank. Bank is testing you to see what you can do. Obviously a higher interest rate means a higher payment, but it's one of those things that I always tell customers that have to deal with it. It's not your forever vehicle, but it will be a reliable vehicle to help build your credit. And if you look at it in the bigger picture, then you should see how it will help you. I've dealt with a couple customers before who've come in and have had like sub 500 credit scores. You know what I mean? They're in the 400 credit score. About a year ago, actually, a few went through the same program that I'm talking about now. Dealt with that high interest rate for about a year. Um, didn't exactly love the car that they were in, but they loved it enough to pay for it and help build their credit. So, anyways, to make a long story short, so they come back in almost a year later, and they're like, "Aaron, you told me I could get you out of this." And sure enough, we were able to get them out of that vehicle and into something else that they loved, because their credit score had went up over 100 and some points, close to 200 some points actually. So, what happens in this scenario? A regular bank is going to pick you up. You're not going to have to go through a second chance bank or a first time car buyer bank. A regular bank picks you up. You have a lower interest rate, which means you can have more car for less money, if you look at it that way. So, I mean, it can be done. I think a lot of people come in and they have a misconception of, I don't have a credit score. Why can't I get this vehicle? Or why can't I do this? Or why can't I do that? But there is a lot of reasons why you can't. Just because you don't have a credit score doesn't mean you have good credit. As a matter of fact, to the bank, it's almost worse to not have any credit. So you have to start somewhere. You have to crawl before you walk, and you can, and I can help you, but you gotta be willing to go to war with me, and I'm gonna go to war with you. You know what I mean? And I mean that in a sincere way. I mean, as far as like, we'll go to work, get you into something that you like. Let's start to build your credit. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's get you into a vehicle, that supports your needs, and then let's build on that. Let's build on that. Let's build your credit up. And I usually tell people between 12 to 18 months of consistent payments on a vehicle, because the banks we use, they report to all three major credit bureaus. So that's going to help you. So, and it works. It's just one of them things that you kind of have to do. If you don't have that strong cosigner, or you know what I mean, or you got to do it on your own, which is fine. If you had a couple hiccups, if you had a repo or something, it's fine. We can change it, and we can put you on the right path. But you got to be willing to do the work. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to bite that bullet for a little while to reestablish yourself, and that's what we do. So, really, I mean, if you're in the market for a car, or truck, whatever, come see me. I'll make it happen. I promise you. We'll do whatever we can do. You know what I mean? My manager's been doing it for over 15 to 20 years, so they know exactly what to do. I mean, we specialize in poor credit. So You know what I mean? If you're like, I don't know, my credit might be too bad. I don't know if I can do that. Believe me, I can get you done. I can get you done. I promise you that. So just try me out. All right, give me a call, 410-845-7595, and let's get to work. Let me get you rolling. Let me get you on the right path. You know what I mean? You know, in a person's lifetime, man, they usually usually have two big purchases, and one of them being a house, one of them being a car. You know, some people aren't fortunate enough to have a home, so maybe a car will be the biggest purchase. But you know, that doesn't matter, because if you start somewhere with getting into a vehicle, then everything else comes. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere, build your credit up, and the car is the easiest way to do it. So give me a try. You know what I mean? And let's make this thing happen. Peace.